I locate here, I can see where the pin goes in. Seat positions on the GS. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I think today we're going to talk about seat positions. I see there's a lot of controversies about positioning the seat. For you guys that don't know, these seats are adjustable, so you can set your seat, and the pillion seat is adjustable. So I think today we're going to look at how to do that, what's the easiest way, and how the seat actually works. For starters, I'm going to show you how to adjust your main seat in the position you like. Okay, so for starters, let's just look at how you remove the seat first. So you got your key, there's a little key slot on this LC model, and then what you do is you just twist it, and this seat just lifts out like this. So it comes out, it's got a little hook in the middle, and it slots out. So nothing difficult, this should be quite easy. I'll discuss this seat in a while. Let's first just look at the main seat. Main seat, you twist the key forward or in an anti-clockwise position, and then you lift it from the back and pull it back. So that's actually also fairly easy doing that. Then if you look at the positions, there's a little plate in the front and there's a plastic shaft at the back. So let's look closer and see what to do with this. So for lifting the front of the seat, to position the seat up or down in the front position, what you do is there's a little thing here that you just push in, and this little plate comes out like this. And if you look closely on it, you'll see there's a H, either H, if you turn it round there'll be a L. So depending on what you want on the front, you're either going to slot it in for a high position or turn it round, slot it back in, push it down, and you've got a low position. Personally, I do a lot of technical riding, so I prefer my seat being high in the front. So it slots out, push it in, push it back down, and this is the high position. Looking at the rear of the seat, so you've got your seat now, the front of the seat is now adjusted for me, so that's perfect for me. Looking at the rear, there's also a little tab that you swivel over. So if it's in this position, you've got it in the high position. There's a little tab there at the top with a H on it that shows you it's in a high position. Then if you swivel it over, there's an L there showing you the back of the seat is in a low position. So for me doing technical riding, I like my seat to be more level, and that's why I've got the front on high and the rear on low. It also slopes your seat a little bit back, so if you want a more comfortable seating position, that's quite comfortable for me. Okay, so now I'm satisfied how I've got the front laid out. So my seat goes back, I hook the front in first, and the rear just clips back in down. So my seat is now more level seat. The front is raised and the back is lowered. Okay, so let's look at the back pillion seat. So this in the rally versions of this, you get a single seat, but in the normal and exclusive 1200, 1250s, all in the LT models, you get the split seat system. What makes this nice for me, it's because it's a split system, it's got a bit of a lumbar support, so you get a bit of back support once you get the seat in. So on this seat, if you turn it round, you'll see it's got one stud in front and then two hooks at the back. and that's going to determine the position. It's got a two-stage system, so it can either be forward or backward on the bike. Also, what's in here is your tools, standard toolkit. This screwdriver is I think it's a T10 or T20 Torx. So this covers most of the screws on the bike. Turn it around, it's got a normal Phillips. And also what you do with the handle, this handle, if you look at that shape is that you open the oil fill drain hole. So you would take the screwdriver, put it in this hole like this, and you'll actually be able to open the oil filter cap, oil filler cap. So that's your basic toolkit. It's got a little spanner here that covers most of it, and another little spanner in here, and it just goes in like that, I think, like that, and you hook it back in. So that's the back seat. It shows you your pictures of how it sits. So let's see how this clips in, and the clipping system, how to adjust this seat. Looking at the rear, you will see, if you look careful here, you will see it's got a center position that slips in forward or it slips backward. And the same with the rear anchor points. You'll see it would either go backward or would slip forward. And that's the way you're going to install the seat when you're installing the seat. So it's got two locks. It either locks on the one side or it locks on the second side, which means your seat can move forward or backward in two positions. Okay, so an easy way to fit this. What I like is I like the forward position of this seat. So this seat, I will mount it to the more forward position, which means I get better back support on my lower back. So this gives me just a little bit more support on the back, but I'm quite a skinny guy, so for the bigger oaks, I would say move it a little bit back. Easy way of fitting it, you slip in the back first. You bring it down to where you can see where it goes into the hole here in front, and then while you push it down, you slowly move it forward, and in that way it slips into the forward position. The same with the rear. Let's do the rear. It'll come out towards the rear if you take it out then, and then if you want it to the rear position, the rear seat, you first hook in the rear of the seat, and then what you do is you push it, while you're pushing it down, you push it to a backward position, and then it'll lock into a backward position. So that's a very easy system. I see a lot of oaks struggling to fit this seat, and they struggle to hook it, but once you know how this lock works, it's quite simple. So if you want to take it out again from a rear position, always remember what position you're in, otherwise you're going to struggle to get it out. So from a rear position, you will turn your key, and you will, while you lift it, pull it forward, and that's it. So super easy. This shouldn't be an issue on any GSC. So once I put it in, I like my forward position on the seat. I locate here, I can see where the pin goes in. I see my pin goes into the middle, so it'll go into the middle of this and then slide forward into that lock. So rear in first, bring it down, look at the pin and push it down into position, and you've got a seat that's locked. So there you have it. Quite simple, easy, just a quick tip. This is a nice short video. Thanks for watching, guys. Check us out. Consider subscribing to this channel. We're gonna post a lot more of these DIY tips. So keep updated, and enjoy your bike.
If you like what you see on this channel, please consider subscribing. You can do that by clicking on this button. And if you want to watch more content like this, you can click on this button. Thank you for watching.